Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, I want to tell you briefly about the Prestige Wellbeing Conference. I remember one of our students asked me, what is the conference about? I want to know more about the conference. At this moment, I want you to know that the Prestige Wellbeing Conference is actually an interdisciplinary conference and has different areas or aspects. The conference can come in the form of being the strategic scientific conference. The strategic scientific conference. During that kind of conference, what we talk about, the kind of information we discuss, the kind of information which is communicated, are based on empiricism, based on empirical findings. And they are issues, scientific issues that are important locally, nationally or internationally. Yes, issues that are of global concerns. One of the key things is to help in the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. So the conference, when it comes as the Strategic Scientific Conference, it is meant to help in managing or working towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. But it is not only that aspect that is really useful towards the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. The conference comes also as a strategic educational conference, or the strategic business and entrepreneurship conference, or it comes as the strategic religious conference. In each of these cases, we select themes which are useful both locally, nationally, and internationally. That is why when you participate in the conference and you feature the conference on your CV, or you caption it on your CV, or as part of your portfolio, wherever you take it, it is useful. And then again, the experience you get from the conference, the agenda, the movement, or the course that you are able to coin out of the conference will also enable you to make impact in your own family, in your own community, and in your own nation, the continent, and the world at large. Yes, because for the conference and the participants, the sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. And so we encourage each and every one of you to register and participate in the Prestige Wellbeing Conference. It is meant to be a portfolio building event. It is meant to help you to build your portfolio whilst you are a student, or now that you have started working. There's a need for you to show that you live the professional life. And one of the ways that you can do that is to participate in conferences, in workshops, in seminars. Yes, where you acquire new knowledge, or you become aware of the new trends, or you become aware of the issues which are at forefront of policy making. It could be issues that are important to the agricultural scientist, the agribusiness professional, the public health professional, the educationist, be it the early grade educationists, the upper primary educationists, or the JHS educationists. That is why you see people from all departments, environmental health and sanitation, biological scientists, integrated scientists, engineers, nurses, medical students, pharmacists attending the Prestige Wellbeing Conference, because the conference is an interdisciplinary one, and at each time or during each meeting, we focus on one discipline at a time. But one thing that makes it unique is that if it is about a scientific component, it is still beneficial to people who are non-scientists. Why? Because the conference is didactic in nature, meaning that the conference is meant to tell you things which, when probably you are left to figure out on your own, you may not. It may not be part of your everyday routine thinking, or something that you may deem necessary. But through this conference, we will draw your attention to such things. It is a very good thing to do. One thing that I have realized is that The people who sponsor the conference are those who have participated in the conference. Why? When you attend the conference and you get to know what it is about, you will surely donate to support the conference because it's a good thing. And you will see that, yes, this is something that I need to invest in, I need to support. And so you go your way to support it. When you participate in the conference, you are given a certificate. The certificate is barcoded with your initials. Again, the certificate is embossed, is sealed embossed, and the certificate always has signatories who are professionals who are known locally and internationally in the area that we treat. For example, in November, we explored the synthetic chemicals. We looked at the occupational, environmental, and public health risks which are associated with synthetic chemicals and natural toxins. We looked at how we could bridge the research policy strategy divide. Yes, we explored how we could bridge the research strategy policy divide when it comes to occupational, environmental, and public health risks, which are associated with synthetic chemicals and natural toxins. This is something that is useful to everybody, whether the person is a scientist, the person is an educationist, the person is a public health expert, the person is an engineer. In fact, it is good for parents or those who become parents in future. It is good for community leaders. It is good for political leaders. It is good for everything. And so that is why you see that people from engineering and all the departments come and attend the conference, participate in the conference. Again, one of the themes that we explore is the consequence of malaria attacks. Yes, the consequence of malaria attacks on you and your descendants. This conference, the first beneficiary is you, because we are looking at the consequences of malaria attacks on you and your descendants. In this case, what we do is that we delve into the biological and medical justification for the WHO's call for us all to strive to end malaria for good. In actual fact, this conference comes in two sessions. One that looks at the biological and medical justifications for the call to end malaria for good, and the aspect that talks about the socio-economic justification to end malaria for good. But these are only two of the scientific aspects of the conference. We also explore, as part of the education aspects or as part of the strategic education edition of the conference, we explore what we called professional growth and development. We look at the conception, the birth, growth, and development of a professional, and we explore how it is indispensable for the continent of Africa. We explore how come it is significant. It is a significant thing for people in Africa in particular and the world at large. We also look to explore the requirements as you grow and develop professionally. And then again, there's another session that we organize and we talk about the journey to scholarships. The journey to scholarships. Yes, the journey to you becoming a scholar. It's a very important thing that we explore. We look out for what are the requirements, on your journey to becoming a scholar. So it is a very good thing. The conference is a very good thing that we explore. And then again, on the business side, we look out for how you can afford to build business from the scratch. Yes, one of the key things when it comes to the development of developing nations, is our ability to venture into entrepreneurship, our ability to begin to set up businesses and to sustain it. Yes, and then we should be able to handle it in such a way that whatever we begin should become a global brand. There are people who have done it. There are people who have made it and they are ready to be your mentor, our mentors. Okay. And so at the conference, we explore some of the relevant areas and the chair of the programs are always people who are so much vexed in the area. And so I encourage you today to register